Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on last year's national champion, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will take the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how's the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turn the... over not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched in corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Unloads quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Cochran. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back swinging to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown Bulldogs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the first. State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cochran.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Cochran. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Cochran. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got room on the return. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The short hands, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. To the air, it's Hilton. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
The
Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker is Cochran. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Good timing on the quick out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They want to throw it. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the second most played game in football is known as the Deep South's oldest rivalry, Auburn and Georgia, and it's gone final. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Hilton. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hand.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he's got.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The kick is on its way. Teams.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
The Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Caught behind the line. It's Cochran. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be changing the route. looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This is an offensive coordinator's dream. Start the drive first and goal from the 2. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the roll. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, he's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. To the air on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Fresno State, 49, New Mexico, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's McKinney. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll back. With a holding penalty this time, they've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. First down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Wants to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Lobos send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hold and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes a move. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. Across the 25, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
New Mexico, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Working that left side now. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this guy went down by a lot.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Now facing a third and long. It's a draw. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Lobos will call on their punt team. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. So now it's second and long.
Fresno State.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got the first down and more. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible. knowledgeable, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.